Who's Casey Neistat? 12 million subscribers? Some people are calling him the godfather of YouTube. Who is this guy? Casey Neistat never went to film school. He created his own way of filmmaking and storytelling. Right now, he's offering a class for $250 where he will walk you through his entire filmmaking process in 30 days. Sounds too good to be true, right?
Adam Sandler went to NYU. It's a great institution, but costs $54,880 a year times 4. Education has changed, just like filmmaking has changed.
I'm a big fan of Casey, so when I found out he was offering a film class, I knew what I had to do.
Hi, I'm Casey Neistat, and welcome to my monthly class.
Check it out.
In Casey's class, you'll be making 2 videos, one which is spontaneous and the other which is premeditated, meaning something that you've given a lot of thought to. I'm going to be sharing with you the good, the bad, and answering the question that you're probably wondering, is it worth it? Let's get into all the things that I enjoyed about the class. The first video, the spontaneous one, will really push you out of your comfort zone in a good kind of a way. He tells you to find an idea or inspiration from the things around you. Go walk around your neighborhood, sit in your car, look in your basement, find something that is interesting to you, that is compelling enough for you to make it into a movie. It's the type of video that will make you engage in your filmmaking process in a way that you normally wouldn't do, at least in my experience. He encourages you to use your cell phone, and I love this because as a beginner, it can be overwhelming with learning how to use editing software, setting up different shots, and dialing in the right settings on a camera. All these things can take you away from what's really important, the story. Casey Neistat vlogged every single day for a year. So how did he do it? He edits in the camera as he shoots and he films chronologically. Wait, what? He edits in the camera as he shoots and he films chronologically. Every time he hits record, he tries to make the shot special so he never overshoots. For his daily vlogs that were 10 to 12 minutes long, he wasn't shooting any more than 18 to 20 minutes of footage. Casey will walk you through his editing process for each film. He says that editing is the hardest part, it can be daunting, but you just gotta dive in. He dropped this catchphrase that really resonated with me. You learn how to shoot in the edit. When you sit down and review your footage in the edit, you realize all the things that you wish you would have done differently. You don't get frustrated though. You embrace your mistakes and you learn from them. When he walks you through his process, he says that any one shot does not matter. If the shot is bad, but it helps you tell your story, you use it. In one of his videos, he inserts what he calls a throwaway shot of him skateboarding because it helps with the tempo and pacing and gets him to the next scene. He also explains not to be afraid to throw away shots if they don't benefit your story. Yes, even the ones you spend a lot of time on. If the shot doesn't fit, get rid of it. Casey explains how he uses and finds music within his videos. It can take a while to find the right song, but the song can make or break your story. He mentions that it's easier to tell right off the beat if the song is a no. It's harder to tell if it's a yes. Finding the perfect song for a video can be a hard thing for people new to editing, but he explains it in a way that really clicks. Casey shows you his mistakes and his struggles, which I think is very satisfying and makes the class relatable. He trips on his words, he needs to re-record shots. He forgot to check his mic audio during one of the videos and finds out later on in the edit, but he rolls with it and figures out a way to make it work. He's not sure how he will end his first film. You see him get frustrated and he just keeps pushing through. There will always be barriers in filmmaking, and the question is, how will you respond? One of the best parts about the class is that you get inside of Casey's head. He tells you what's going through his mind while he's looking for ideas, and you see how he sets up his shots and why. In the edit, he will tell you why he moves this clip here, that audio there, and what is not working with the timing of the music that he chose. Being able to hear his editing and filmmaking decisions in real time is very helpful. Casey Neistat will leave you feeling motivated.
Keep going. Know that the video you made today is better than the video that you made last week, and the video next week is going to be better than the video you made today.
He forced himself to make a video every day so that it would ensure that he would continue to grow as a filmmaker. You can tell that he's truly passionate about filmmaking.
I've decided, starting today, my 34th birthday, I'm going to make a movie every day. And I've been doing it every day for a year!
Let's talk about the things that could be better. Casey Neistat will play no role in critiquing your work and will not be giving you any direct feedback on your videos. There's a series of pre-recorded videos with Casey talking that you will watch, and in between them you're coming up with your ideas, filming your content, and editing. The peer groups. You're paired up with 15 to 20 other people with varying skill levels. At the beginning, the class interaction seemed okay, but towards the end, people really started to fall off. When I had questions for my peer group, there was no one to be found. After you submit a project, your peers will review your work. You're also required to give feedback to others as well. What the person did well, what they could improve. There are deadlines for this so that the person can use your feedback in their final edit. However, the feedback that I received was not very helpful. Casey used Final Cut Pro to edit both the videos in the class. I'm more familiar with Premiere Pro, so I wish he would have done an edit with each one. It wasn't a huge deal, it was just more of a visual preference. He cuts the filming and editing process of the second video short. After he paints his Ray-Bans, he films the next section on his glasses, so he just briefly shows you the shots that he recorded. From this point on, the filming explanations are not detailed like they were in the first half of the video. When he gets to the edit, you don't see the complete editing process either. He goes on to explain that the footage from the glasses sucked. The outcome didn't meet his expectation, so he only used a fraction of what he shot. I wish he actually showed you more of what he was thinking behind these shots, how he sorted through the footage, and a more detailed explanation of the editing that went into the rest of the video. Casey Neistat will not be teaching you how to use your camera or do any special effects in your editing software. That's not what this class is about. This class gets you inside the head of Casey and his unique style of filmmaking. Along the way, he's extremely inspiring, and this guy makes you want to hit record. This class is not perfect, but in my opinion, it's well worth the $250. Let me know in the comments if you've taken the class or are considering taking the class and you have any questions. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.